The Indiana Fever made the playoffs in the 2024 WNBA season, breaking a drought since 2016. An impressive feat, to say the least, with rookie sensation Caitlin Clark making waves and head coach Christie Sides guiding the team. Things were looking bright for the Fever. But here's the twist. After just 2 seasons, the Fever have shocked fans by firing Christie Sides. But can it be a blessing in disguise? Nevertheless, now the question everyone's asking is, who will take her place? And what exactly did Sides tweet after her sudden exit? Stay tuned as we delve into the unfolding drama with the Indiana Fever, exploring what led to this surprising move and who might be the next leader to fill Sides' shoes. The Indiana Fever's decision to fire head coach Christie Sides after 2 seasons has left many fans surprised, especially given the recent strides she helped the team make. Sides, hired in November 2022, was the architect behind the Fever's first playoff appearance since 2016, finishing her tenure with an overall record of 33-47. Her journey with the team saw improvement year over year, with a 13-27 record in 2023 and a balanced 20-20 season in 2024 that landed Indiana a number 6 playoff seed. Before Sides took charge, the Fever had gone through 6 tumultuous seasons, ending each in the league's lower ranks with a combined record of 45-147. Despite her contributions, the Fever's new president, Kelly Krauskopf, made it clear the franchise is looking for a head coach who aligns with a bold and assertive vision for the future, particularly as the WNBA undergoes substantial transformations. We are incredibly thankful to Coach Sides for embracing the challenge of leading us through an integral transition period over the last 2 seasons, while also positioning us well for future growth, said Fever President of Basketball Operations Kelly Krauskopf in a statement. While decisions like these are never easy, it is also imperative that we remain bold and assertive in the pursuit of our goals, which includes maximizing our talent and bringing another WNBA championship back to Indiana. Coach Sides was an incredible representative of the Fever and our community, and we wish her nothing but success in the future. Krauskopf's recent return to the Fever presidency from her assistant general manager role with the Pacers signaled a shift in leadership focus. Krauskopf aims to secure a WNBA title, leveraging the Fever's young talent while capitalizing on the league's evolving landscape, marked by the upcoming Golden State Valkyries expansion and potential player strikes following the 2025 CBA opt-out. While Sides successfully coached 2 Rookie of the Year recipients, Aliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, and 3 All-Stars in 2024, there were notable challenges. Sides grappled with defensive strategies, often struggling to make effective in-game adjustments, and faced criticism for not always advocating strongly enough for her players with referees. The Fever's 2-9 start in 2024, compounded by a difficult early schedule, further underscored these issues, though Sides ultimately guided the team to a playoff berth. In her departure, Sides left a parting message on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "Leave it better than you found it," reflecting a sense of accomplishment. However, Krauskopf and general manager Amber Cox, recently hired from the Dallas Wings, are steering the Fever into a new phase. Their goal is to bring Indiana back into title contention, and they're willing to make tough calls to do so. Following the 2024 WNBA playoffs, a wave of coaching changes swept through the league. It began on Sept 24 with the Los Angeles Sparks parting ways with Curt Miller and continued through Oct 28, when the Connecticut Sun announced Stephanie White's departure. By the end of October, the WNBA saw 7 head coaching positions open, marking the first time since the league's inception that at least 6 teams will start the next season with new head coaches, according to the Aliyah Sports Bureau. Additionally, the Golden State Valkyries, the first WNBA expansion team since 2008, appointed Natalie Nakasi as their inaugural head coach on October 10th. Reasons behind the high volume of coaching vacancies. Several teams struggled to meet the rising competitive standards in the WNBA, prompting coaching changes. The Indiana Fever, for example, made it to the playoffs for the first time since 2016, yet the team chose to part ways with Christie Sides, who had a mixed record over 2 seasons. Although Sides led Indiana to an even 20-20 season, the Fever's management likely felt a new direction was needed to build on this season's momentum and advance further. With top athletes consistently elevating the WNBA's competitive level, teams face increasing pressure to maintain top-tier coaching leadership. This push was evident with the Connecticut Sun, who opted for a new approach despite White's success, which included 2 playoff runs and a Coach of the Year title in 2023. Such moves reflect the league's desire for coaches who can not only secure postseason berths, but deliver deep playoff progress. Some teams undertook large-scale organizational changes, signaling a commitment to both immediate and long-term success. For the Washington Mystics, the departures of head coach Eric Thibault and GM Mike Thibault indicated a readiness to reshape their leadership structure. A similar theme emerged with the Dallas Wings, who moved on from Latricia Trammell following an underwhelming 9-31 season, despite their previous semifinals appearance in 2023. Teams like the Atlanta Dream, who parted ways with Tanisha Wright despite 2 playoff appearances, are recalibrating to find leadership that aligns closely with their organizational vision. The Indiana Fever and others, in reevaluating their coaching strategies, reflect the increasing emphasis on team identity and alignment with long-term goals. Anyways, here's a look at the top 5 candidates who could replace Christie Sides and why each brings something special to the table. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Stephanie White has been linked to the Fever long before Sides was let go. White, an Indiana native and Purdue star, has history with the Fever, both as a player and as the head coach from 2015 to 2016. Her recent success with Connecticut, where she guided the Sun to a 55-25 record over 2 seasons and earned the title of 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year, further solidifies her reputation. White's tactical prowess and ability to get the most out of every player, from superstars to role players, makes her a favorite for the position. A seasoned strategist with WNBA credentials, Curt Miller's name has surfaced among several openings, and for good reason. His successful 7-year run with the Connecticut Sun included multiple playoff appearances and finals appearances in 2019 and 2022. Though his time with Los Angeles didn't yield the same success, Miller remains highly respected among players and coaches alike. Familiar with Indiana's basketball culture from his tenure with the University of Indiana's women's team, Miller brings both experience and a proven track record, which could be instrumental for a young roster looking to reach new heights. Could Indiana's next head coach already be in the building? Jenny Boucek, currently an assistant on the Pacers staff, has been a key figure within the organization for 4 years. Known for her experience across both the NBA and WNBA, Boucek has worked closely with Fever president Kelly Krauskopf, who left her role as the Pacers' assistant GM to oversee basketball operations for the Fever. Boucek's unique blend of experience and existing familiarity with Indiana's basketball landscape makes her a compelling candidate, a legendary name with Indiana ties. Cheryl Miller's recent appearance as the coach of the WNBA All-Star team in 2024 had fans speculating if a bigger role could be on the horizon. Miller, a women's basketball icon and sister to Indiana Pacers legend Reggie Miller, brings both star power and coaching experience, including her time at USC and with the Phoenix Mercury. Though considered a long shot, her deep connections to Indiana's basketball history and her all-star coaching experience with Fever stars like Clark, Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell make her an interesting possibility. Could there be a reunion on the horizon? Recently retired Iowa head coach Lisa Bluder shares a special bond with Caitlin Clark, having coached her through a stellar college career. While Bluder has denied any interest in returning to coaching, her familiarity with Clark and proven success at Iowa make her worth mentioning. Though it's unlikely, a Bluder-Clark reunion would certainly bring added excitement to Indiana's fan base. Each candidate brings a unique combination of experience, connection to Indiana, and the leadership needed to guide a promising roster. The upcoming WNBA season promises to be an intriguing one for the Indiana Fever. With a new head coach at the helm and the recent momentum from their playoff return in 2024, Indiana Fever are poised for a fresh start that could draw the attention of top free agents. Players like Kelsey Mitchell, Satu Sabali, Kelsey Plum, and Gabby Williams could be game-changing additions, bringing skill sets that would complement the Fever's young talent, including Aliyah Boston and standout rookie Caitlin Clark. Each of these potential acquisitions offers Indiana something unique. Mitchell's scoring prowess, Sabali's versatility, Plum's sharpshooting, and Williams' defensive intensity. For Indiana's new leadership, the goal will be to use these resources strategically and build a roster capable of contending for the WNBA title. Fever president Kelly Krauskopf and general manager Amber Cox have set the stage for bold moves that could secure Indiana a place among the league's elite teams. With a roster filled with young talent, complemented by the experience and skills of potential free agent signings, Indiana has a genuine opportunity to create a powerhouse lineup. Good luck to Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark on their journey toward a WNBA title. As the Indiana Fever set their sights on a promising 2025 WNBA season, the team's decision to move forward without Christie Sides has sparked a wave of anticipation across the league. With Christie Sides fired and the Fever actively searching for the ideal candidate to lead a team with young stars like Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston, fans are eager to see how the Fever's new leadership will shape this next chapter. This latest move, with Indiana Fever fire Christie Sides after 2 seasons, is a calculated step by Fever president Kelly Krauskopf and general manager Amber Cox, who seem determined to bring a WNBA title back to Indiana. This Christie Sides news marks a turning point for the team, as they look for a coach who can help them elevate from playoff contenders to championship frontrunners. The WNBA news around this coaching search is sure to keep fans and analysts alike on the edge of their seats as the Indiana Fever attract top coaching candidates and explore potential roster moves. Stay tuned for more updates and developments in this dynamic phase of WNBA history.